I.S.U.P.K.
All right, so we have a 16-year-old Hispanic sister here. She's our sister, right? She's Hispanic, and you were born in this country, correct?
That's right.
All right, so now, we were talking about racism and it moved to DACA, the DACA program that Trump is trying to eliminate. Now, okay, you said, now, repeat the point you said about legal, we need more legal immigrants over here because it's draining the economy. Am I correct? All right, so now, let me ask you this. When you look at the Hispanic, first of all, not paying taxes drains the economy, am I correct?
I guess.
All right, so do you know Donald Trump hasn't paid taxes?
Okay, but that's like a one person.
No, it ain't just him. You got plenty of white people who are millionaires who don't pay taxes.
Every race, there's plenty of people who don't pay taxes, especially the illegal immigrants that are.
No, I'm gonna correct you on something. The illegal immigrants do pay taxes. They pay more taxes than Donald Trump. I wish I had the paperwork. Next time we out here, you come next when we out here every second Saturday. You bring your proof. We're gonna bring our proof, and I'm gonna show you that the Hispanic Mexican people here, even illegally, pay more taxes and contribute to the economy more. How? I tell you how. They create their own businesses. I tell you, entrepreneurs. Let me tell you something. You know what? Let me tell you what's going on. White people love to talk about wealth distribution. Talking about that they're against people redistributing wealth, right? But let me tell you something. You get 2 or 3 Mexican brothers over here. You give them 3 lawnmowers and a truck, and they'll have a landscaping business in there. Am I right? Am I right? You see what I'm saying? Am I right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, you're right.
And guess what? They're paying taxes. You understand? See, she understands, and I mean, nothing to you. You're young. You don't understand life yet. You don't understand what life. You haven't really seen the real world from a grown-up perspective. But she has, and her race is in power, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. But guess what we have to do? You have to have some solidarity with your people, because you know what happens if you don't have some solidarity and compassion with your people? Let me tell you what you are. You become a traitor as you get older. This is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you out of love. What I'm telling you is out of love. You're going to have more compassion for America than your own race. Okay, read this. I want you to read this. This is, what article is this?
This is the U.S. News. This is the U.S. News. It says immigrants illegally in the U.S. collectively contribute to nearly $12 billion each year to state and local tax.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. And you can look this up. This is on Google. And we'll send it to you if you need it. But you got to understand something. When you see all the lettuce and all these produce that go into these stores, this is the U.S. News that we read. Hispanics are picking those lettuces and those tomatoes. You understand? So why, but the life of me, what a God life of me, that being your father is a Mexican. And Mexicans are proud, they're proud, beautiful people. They're royalty. Mexicans are royalty. You make no mistake about it. The Aztec and the Incas, those were an advanced civilization when the white man got here. You understand? Knew about immigration, irrigation, how to farm the land, take the same thing with our Native American Indian brothers. But for the life of me, I can't understand why in America, seeing that our people are being so persecuted, that you would somehow have sympathy for the people who are persecuting your people rather than your own race. You understand? And I can understand why. Because you've been educated in the American system. And guess what? We all have. But you have to be reprogrammed. That's what you have to be. You understand? You have to be reprogrammed. You're gonna have to get in tune with your race, your heritage. It's a beautiful heritage. I'm gonna tell you something. America don't really have a heritage. You know what makes America great? All these other cultures come in here with their heritage, and you get to eat Chinese food, Italian food. You get America like these. They like vultures. They take every other race, and they got white people in Oklahoma right now saying they are Native American Indians. So what you have to do, and I'm just telling you this, we just telling you this out of love. We're not trying to shame you. We're just telling you out of love. You have to have some solidarity with your people, because let me tell you something about race. Give me that scripture where it says every nation gonna turn to their own people. Give me that scripture. As resources, you see what happened with Hurricane Harvey? When resources get scarce, every nation turns to their own race. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning this, if there's no food in the city of Oklahoma, right? Oklahoma City. If there's food scarce, guess what you're gonna see? You're gonna see the Chinese getting that food, whatever food they can get, and they're gonna take it to their own race. They're not gonna come to the Mexican community. They're not gonna say we want to feed Mexican people. You better believe it. It's the right thing to do. It's right. Say it again.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what we're telling you.
That's how you define your own.
No, that's how the world works.
No.
We're gonna. Can we show you in the Bible?
Okay, so,
Can we show you how the world works?
Are you gonna stone me to death if I disagree?
No, because I'm gonna tell you. No, we're not gonna stone you. You know why? Because Christ, our King, a black man, gave his. He's black. I'll show you in the Bible. He's black. He gave his life. No. See, let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Listen to me. It does not put us above you because Christ is black.
The white people are the criminals of the earth, right?
Oh yes. Oh, do you want to argue with history? No, it's not. No, it's not racism. It's realism. It's facts. We're talking about facts. Let me tell you something. Martin Luther King said this. He said, "Don't judge a man by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character." Now listen. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish. Learn something. We don't talk about white people because they're white, so-called white. We are talking about what the crimes they have committed on the face of this earth.
Every race commits.
No. Has every race killed the Native American Indians? 77 million. Has every race put us in slavery with the transatlantic slave trade? No. You understand? You want to say something? Come on. What you got to say?
Okay. Go back to where you said that, the Chinese or whatever, that they're going to feed their own people if they get hungry. You know what? I wouldn't. I'm not just going to feed the white people.
Well, listen, you may be one of the few, but guess what? We live in a so-called democratic society, right? In a democratic society, the majority rules. Well, you call it whatever you want, but guess what? Yeah, you need to know: is it gonna hurt niggas? Is it gonna hurt Hispanics? Yes, I'll sign them dotted lines. Yeah, right. He did more for his people than Obama did for us. You damn right about that. You understand? Obama compromised. That half-breed African, he compromised. But Donald Trump got in there. He said, "I'm going." And listen, and they hold him to it too. They said, "You better kick them Hispanics out of this country." Right. And listen, his base is on an onslaught against our Hispanic brothers and sisters. Calling them illegals and criminalizing a whole race of people. Right. Now you gonna say that everybody equal? Well, why Donald Trump criminalizing all the Hispanics? Right. I wait for a white man to tell me that. I need a white man to show me we all equal. Why you ain't mad with Donald Trump calling all the Hispanics criminals? Right. I mean, you can't have it both ways. You can't be a hypocrite. Either we all equal or we all not equal. Right. Which one is? You can't pick and choose. The white man is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. Right. He want to pick when it's convenient for his race about something. He gonna stand for it. Them Confederate. Let me tell you something. Them white boys went down there to Charlottesville, Virginia, and they ran that white girl over. Let me tell you something. And they ran it over under this flag right here. Right. They went down there. You know what Donald Trump said? That this flag right here is a symbol of hate, just like the American flag. Yeah, right. We serve slavery under this flag. Right. Yeah. He went down there. Donald Trump went down there and said, "Look, oh my goodness, he wanted so bad to call it road rage. He didn't want to say it was race. He wanted to say road rage. Right. Until they saw that car backing up. He wanted to say it road rage, they wasn't moving. Until that video came out of backing up, he had to say, oh. Well, you know what? It's both sides. It must be two sides. You know what I'm saying? It must be two sides to this story. Well, goddamn it is two sides. There's the truth and the lie.
Right.
You understand? Call racism racism. You understand? He ain't want to acknowledge that there were white supremacists down there in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Right.
Just like it's white supremacists in Oklahoma City.
That's right.
Oklahoma. They hate Hispanics. They hate our Hispanic brothers and sisters.
Right.
They're trying to criminalize them and keep them on reservations and keep them in the ghetto and poverty.
Right.
There's no way you can explain that. You can bring your professor down here from these universities. You can bring your pastor. We'll debate anybody.
That's right.
You bring them down here, we're going to debate them. We're going to cut them in the scripture.
That's right.
Whatever you want to deal with. We want to deal with politics, we can deal with that.
That's
We specialize in race relations back here.
That's right. Right.
This is, you want to know about race relations? We specialize in that.
Right.
Economics, we specialize in that.
Damn right.
Because guess what? It's all centered around race.
Right.
That's the nucleus of this whole problem. It's race. Like what the brother brought out about, you're going to be cursed. All these things are dealing with your race.
Right.
You understand? The white man knows he's not equal, and let me tell you something. When you see these other nations come to America, the white man, he don't look at them as equal.
Right.
Every nation that come here, they compete for resources. The Chinese don't come here to be equal with you. The Chinese come here to compete.
That's right.
The Chinese come here to get jobs and money for their people and send it back to China.
That's right.
The East Indians come here to get money and for their people and send it back to India.
Right.
So don't come up here and tell us that we got to be loving everybody.
That's right.
You understand? America was built off racism.
That's right.
There's no way getting around it. You might as well swallow it.
That's it. Right.
Don't get mad at us and try to reshape the narrative on racism. We know what racism is.
That's right.
Don't tell us say we got hate speech. This ain't hate speech, this is love speech.
That's right.
This is love speech right here. We're talking about loving blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This is love speech.
Damn right.
You understand?
We want